What is up, guys? This is Striblin, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the new map Black Box. And personally, I didn't even know there was a new map coming out today until I saw it all over Facebook and Twitter and everything. More so Twitter. I don't use Facebook as much. But anyways, I think it's absolute bullcrap the way they're doing this. Anyways, that Xbox is getting all the maps before every PS3 player. Just any elite Xbox 360 player is getting the maps way before everyone else, and, you know, it's not really fair. I know you guys on the PS3 and people who haven't gotten the maps yet, you're curious, but to be honest with you, you're not missing out on much, because these maps, they're nothing special. Anyways, getting right into the tips, or I should talk a little bit about the map. So basically, it's a big, wide open area, and a lot of people are saying that it's like a mix of estate and Afghan, with the crashed plane, you know, and the buildings and everything, just how it's set up. But the major problem with this map is the enormous amounts of camping spots that you can be in. Like at this spot that I'm in right now, you could also camp in that building straight ahead on the right. You could camp way back there where I just shot that guy. You could camp on the right side over there. There's so many spots where you can just chill with a sniper, and it's quite annoying, and it gets pretty frustrating at sometimes. But there is a way to counter it. You can, when using the right class and playing the map correctly, you can get a pretty good score. Like I went 21 and 0, I think, before I actually died. So anyways, that being said, let me get a little bit into the class that I think will best suit you on this map. Now, you could go the route of being that sniper that sits up all in all the head glitch spots with the vantage points, or we could be a little bit smart about it for those people that like using assault rifles and just can't snipe. So basically, you got all these vantage points around the map, right? You got this one that I'm at right now, the one that's kind of to the left of me, and then that other one that's over by, sort of by the plane. Now, look in the middle. It's like a pit, basically. So anytime that you're kind of in that general vicinity, anybody who's camping up in those spots will see the red dot on the map when you shoot with the unsuppressed weapon. Now, that being said, it just makes it so much easier for them to turn their little head and then pick you off with their sniper. So I definitely think whatever gun you do choose to use, you should use a silencer on it 100% all of the time, or else you're pretty much screwed on this map, I'm not gonna lie. Now, if you decide to use the MK14 on this map, which is actually like a boss on this map, like, it's so amazing. You'll just see me pick off people, like I just did right there. This combined with Marksman is just amazing. And also, make sure you have some kind of optical attachment on there. This is why I recommend using 2 attachments, so that you can see your enemies better when paired with Marksman. Also, the silencer, like I said before. Now, as for your equipment, I suggest using frags because of all the downhill stuff. If you use a Simtex, your range is a lot more limited than if you use a frag. Your grenade could roll down the hill a little bit more and give you a little bit more range. Now, also, using the Scrambler as your tactical equipment will basically eliminate the need for Blind Eye, because it's kind of like Blind Eye in your pocket. So you can free that slot up and use Scavenger as your first perk so that you always have ammo. Now, this is actually one of the only maps that I would recommend using a secondary launcher on. Mainly probably one that locks onto vehicles. I was using the RPG in this just because I wanted to have a little bit of fun. Now, the reason being is because the map is so open and large that basically if you put on a pistol or a machine pistol, it's basically going to be useless because you're probably not going to pull it out too much. And because the map is so open, it kind of frees up the area that you can shoot your rocket launcher into and maybe get a couple kills with it. Also, the enemies with their camping mindsets are most likely going to be sitting in a bunch of random spots, picking up attack helicopters like crazy. So just that added bonus of having something that can kill streaks is a plus. So it's taken me a while to get to the perks, but Scavenger so that you always have ammo, and Assassin so that you always stay off the radar so that snipers can't pick you off as easily and locate you, and Marksman so that you can see all the way across the map and see those players' names pop up and just take them out pretty easily. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys a little bit of jump spots and capture spots, stuff like that, secrets about the map. So starting off over here in this big, like, camper building here. This is where all the snipers go and camp. So right here, this is one of the head glitching spots that they'll sit in, and it's hardcore head glitch there. And then also down here, they'll sit here and head glitch here up onto there. And pretty much if you're in that building over there, people in this building have a much better advantage. Anyways, then you can come back here for cover and still have your sights on these guys over here, and then alternate between here and here, because anybody down there can't see you when you're back here. So anyways, moving on, we go upstairs. Over here, it's another head glitching spot, kind of shows you some of the same areas. There's way too many head glitching spots really in this map. That's why it's, you know, so sniper oriented. Anyways, another head glitching spot here. Even more visibility, but people can see you a little more. Anyways, down here, I don't really take credit for this spot because T. Martin already put it up, but I think it's pretty important to know. A lot of people, they'll come right over here to this spot, and they'll pretty much just sit in this door and aim up there and aim in there, just waiting for people to walk by. But what you can do is that little spot over to there, right here, you can come and you can sit behind it. You can see everyone in that little door there. So I don't really take credit for that because I didn't find it, but you know. Anyways, also there's a way to counter it. You can just come up here and shoot everyone that's coming down that little hallway. Anyways, a nade spot that you can do if people are capturing B and they're probably going to be looking up at this door because it's so open. The only place they can really have under control is right here because you can't get up there. So anyone coming through this door is probably going to get screwed by the people capturing B. So you can just take a frag. I don't have a frag right now, but here, I'll show a stun. You can bounce it off the wall and it'll, you know, right there. Anyways, moving on to this little wing here. This is not a good idea to sit on this wing and snipe. It may seem like a good idea because you can see everything, but you're way too out in the open. So basically, if you're, say you're in this building, and you want to get in, there's a guy upstairs, and you want to go kill the guy upstairs, instead of running up the stairs where you'll probably get killed from somebody camping right there, you can just come out here and jump on the plane wing like that, and then come up and surprise them from behind. Also, another one, if you're coming from down here, you don't have to run up all the way up those stairs again. You can just like jump. Oh wow, I just failed. But you can jump straight to that wing there and just, you know, same thing. Another spot I want to show you guys, this is a great spot right here. You can just come here. This is actually one that I found, and not one that I'm using from somebody else. Again, I'm not trying to copy anybody from any of the spots that I previously mentioned. I just think they're important, and if I'm going to do an in-depth guide, then I gotta, you know, share everything I got with you guys. Anyways, this spot right here, really great. You know, you can see everyone spawning at A, and they don't really suspect you too much, because if you come down here, we'll see that you're pretty much hidden. You know, they're not going to expect a guy to sit right in there. Anyways, let's go back upstairs. Moving on to the upstairs here. When you're upstairs and you think there's a guy downstairs, there's a couple options that you can do. You can break the glass right here, break the glass here, and then jump into here, and then get him from there. Or, here, let's go back upstairs again. There's another option. I'm not really good at this, but you can come from this side and then jump in here. Oh, yeah, see, I always get stuck on that ledge right there. But let me see if I can get it. Yeah, there we go. And then, you know, surprise them from behind. Also, another option for this is to come, if they're starting to come up these stairs over here, you can just jump off the edge right here, turn around, and bam, you know. Anyways, moving on. Okay, yeah, I got one. So there's this little back alleyway here that not many people travel through, and you can keep it, kind of secluded and off the radar, and nobody's really going to look back here if they're camping up in that building. So just kind of a way to get up here a little faster without being seen. Now, obviously, the only way to get up here is to go up these stairs. Yeah, there's 2 different staircases, so use whichever one you think they're going to be at. You know, that one is a little more open to this side where people might be capturing C, and they can come up and you can see from that side. So I would recommend more using this staircase and just coming up for killing anybody that's camping. Now also, this spot right here, same thing, if there's people capturing C, you don't have to come up around here where there's, you know, no cover at all. You can just go right in this little spot, and you can see everyone at C. You can blow up that car if they haven't already blown it up. And then, moving on, that's pretty much all the spots I have. Actually, when you're spawning, you'll spawn sometimes back here. There's also this truck here that you can, you know, head glitch off of a little bit. Just be careful because they're going to spread out all over the place. They're going to come from there. They're going to go over there, up in there. They'll start head glitching in there. It'll be kind of crazy. So just, you know, a little head glitching spot, maybe give you a little bit of an advantage. Okay, so moving on to capture spots. Really the only one in this area right here is behind that car. Now, these cars are dangerous because people can just nade it and it'll blow up. So before you capture it, just throw a nade at it and blow up the car so that it's not a threat to you. And then you can just kind of hide behind this car here. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but it's all you can really do there. And now let's walk all the way to B. So long, and you can't get up on this plane. There's a lot of people asking if you can get up on the plane, but no, you cannot. Anyways, capturing B, there's really nothing that you can do. I mean, you can sit here and you can kind of get people that come through there, take them off guard, or you can come over here, depending on the situation, you know. One other thing I want to show you guys, if there's snipers up here and camping up in those buildings, this little box right here, I'm not sure if this is the black box, I don't know, but you can head glitch behind this little thing, and it's really hard for them to shoot you, and you can just pick them off from there. So that's a way to counter people that are camping up in there. Okay, so that's pretty much all I have. There's not really any capture spots for A, just by sitting behind that truck as well. Also, I actually got one more, and it's right off the start. You'll spawn here, or you might spawn over there depending on the game mode, but instead of running all the way around like that, you can just get a quick head start and come up here like that. So anyways, guys, some of these were from T. Martin's video from earlier, but again, I'm just going to give every single one that I have. Also, this one right here, the blinds kind of obstruct people's view that are sitting over there. Yeah, some of them from T. Martin, some of them that I found on my own. Oh yeah, one other one I forgot. Jeez, I'm just forgetting them all over the place. If there's people coming from this way, you can head glitch on this rock, give you a little bit of cover. Anyways, yeah, from a couple of them from T. Mart's video, but some of them were from me. Again, I'm just using them because I feel they're necessary to share with you guys. So anyways, that's all I really have in terms of tips for this map and breaking it down. Normally, if I was doing something like this, I would break down the spawns and tell you guys some tactics according to those. But the spawns they're pretty straightforward, so I think you guys can handle that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a like if you did. These videos like this, they take a while to make, so likes are always appreciated. Ratings, you know, like that. If we could get 40 ratings on this video, that would be amazing. Anyways, guys, I'll leave you at that. So if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more Modern Warfare 3 tips and tricks, you can click on the subscribe annotation on the bottom. 2 videos you may have missed. I got CM901 gun tips, kind of unlocking some secrets and the power of the CM901, and there's some pretty cool stuff in there. Also, I got a new episode of Strategize up, and that is rushing tactics and submachine guns. So be sure to go check those 2 videos out. They're really great. I put a lot of effort into them. Hope you guys enjoy. Also, you'll see my Facebook and Twitter links. If you'll go check those out, follow my page, like it, you know, all that kind of stuff. That would help me out a lot. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you next time.